So you're traveling, finally, you arrive in a new city and you wanna make things happen. You wanna meet people, you wanna date, you wanna get laid, and you don't know how. Now, some people are naturally very social. They have no problem interacting with strangers, maybe already at the airport, and making friends really quickly. But maybe if you're watching this, you're not one of these people. So in this video, I want to talk about the Introverts guide of traveling and being social. A step-by-step guide on how to arrive somewhere and make things happen fast. Before I talk about the 3 steps on how to get social really fast in a new city, I want to talk a little bit about traveling itself. Many people have this fantasy of traveling, right? You all know the influencers with their cool reels and fast cuts and perfect color grading and music, going to really fun locations and traveling maybe with a hot girl even. But what is the reality of traveling? Really, you're leaving your comfort zone, which is a good thing. You're going somewhere where you might have never been to, where you don't know anyone, where the culture is different. And that's cool, that's exciting. And if you are good at being by yourself, that can be enough, at least the first time. But let me tell you, as a guy who's been traveling alone, has traveling in groups, has traveling with girlfriend, has been traveling alone but then meeting people there, it gets boring really quickly. You can only do so much when you're by yourself. Traveling alone has a charm, but the real charm of traveling alone is being able to meet people fast. I would argue you only arrive at a place when you know some locals, or rephrase differently, I think you only arrive at a place really once you get laid at least once or twice, okay? With a local girl, because there's just so much interesting stuff that happens then. You will go to a bar with her, you will get to know her, you will understand the culture there, you maybe ask her about her dating past, or you sit next to her watching some stupid TV show, which happened to me yesterday. And that's when you really enter the culture. When you're in somebody's intimate zone and you're embedded in it, and she takes you on a ride and you take her on a ride, and it's this beautiful dance. This is the end goal, in my opinion. How do we get there? Part 1, as a warm-up, so to say, easy mode, I want you to approach locals. I want you to ask recommendations. Could be, where should I go? Where's the nice park? What's a beautiful street here? Hey, I want to take beautiful photos. Where should I go? What's the best sightseeing thing? What's a good restaurant? What's the best local food restaurant? What should I take care of here? Where do I change money? Where do I get a SIM card? What best taxi app should I use? Etc, etc. Now, this is not dating advice per se, you know. Of course, you could keep it to like only approaching local hot girls and asking for recommendations, and then kind of shifting the conversation to, oh, you're actually quite cute, maybe we should hang out, or maybe you show me around. It's a bit sleazy. It can work if you have like foreigner bonus, but really this is for you to warm up, to kind of embed yourself, to get used to the reactions, to get used to even how to stop people, how to talk to them, what words to use to get their attention, and that can like warm you up socially. Okay, so you can do this as soon as you land. You can ask a question to the first person you meet at the airport, or even the person who works at the airport. This is for you to arrive and embed yourself and get kind of used to the vibe, not to date yet. Part 2, join a social event. And this can be something silly like a pub crawl, or some gallery tour, or general like a touristic organized tour that somebody's leading, and you can pay a little bit of money and you're there. This is great because it solves the problem of meeting people, right? Okay, it probably doesn't solve the problem of meeting locals that much, because usually a thing like pub crawl or literally a tourist tour is for tourists, but it makes you social. You want to avoid things that are very like family orientated, or where like couples do it a lot. So it should be more on the youthful side, on the fun side, on the wild side, maybe connected to going out or alcohol. Beautiful these days is Airbnb offers certain events, but a nice go-to if you're young is a general pub crawl. And of course, when you're doing that, it's not just a one-off thing. You want to make friends. You want to figure out, okay, who are the people in this pub crawl? How long are they here for? And if you are not just a tourist, which I don't recommend anyway, you know, a guy who's like here for 3 to 7 days, but maybe a guy who spends a month or 2 in that place, you want to find people who are doing the same. You want to quickly make these expat connections, right? At every pub crawl, there will be some tourists, and there will be some dudes who are planning to stay longer. And you want to connect with them. You want to connect with them on Instagram. And of course, that means you need a good Instagram profile to stay in touch. That's a topic for another video, and I have been talking about that in many videos before. It is crucial that you use this social event to then get something out of it later. It's your fertile ground, and you build connections later, because I'm going to talk about that in tip number 4. bonus tip, you wanna make friends quickly so you can invite them to your own thing, but more on that later. Part 3 is cold approach. You have to learn this. You have to master the skill. I've been talking about it a lot. Imagine you can arrive at a new city, in a new country, in a new culture, and you see the first girl, the first sexy girl, and you can approach her, you can meet her, you get her Instagram, or you get her WhatsApp, and you meet her that same evening or the next evening, and you go on a date with her, and you walk around in that city, and maybe you end up in bed or not, doesn't matter. Like, imagine what a huge change that would be to your general travel experience. Now, this is obviously more advanced mode, right? You can watch me do this below. If you click below, there's a free guide where I explain how I approach and why I say what I say, step by step in a 3-part video series. You can download it for free. But in general, this is a skill you have to learn. No matter if eventually you're gonna end up dating out of social circle, or you wanna use dating apps more, or you wanna build the perfect Instagram profile, the basic skills that you learn in cold approach will always be useful for you, okay? I recommend approaching the first sexy girl you see, doing it as fast as possible. It is very easy to think, I just arrived, it's day 1, I'm just gonna check into my hotel or Airbnb, you know, I'm just gonna get a coffee, check out the restaurant scene a bit, and then tomorrow I'm gonna approach, or a little bit later. Very easy that 3, 4, 5 days pass, and you're getting into this like suddenly shell mode because you haven't approached at all for the last couple of days, and you're never gonna do it. And I'm speaking out of experience again, you know, I'm not just making this up. This happened to me. I've had experiences where I didn't approach anyone for a week and I felt really shit about myself. And I had experiences where I approached a girl literally at the airport or coming out of the Uber before even checking into my apartment, which I show in another video, which is a 48-hour challenge, by the way, which you can maybe find below as well. And that's totally possible. You can meet people as soon as you arrive, as soon as you step out of that airplane. And that's the mindset I want you to have. I don't want you to think there is a cold approach time and there is my time. It's like, it's always on. You know, you walk out of the city, you walk out of the door, and it is on. You meet a girl, right? Initially, you will have times when you learn this skill where you have to push it even harder. You have to go out to approach. But when you're at a higher level, at my level, I just have a coffee in the morning and I talk to one girl and then I'm happy, right? That's the level you want to get to. Now, if you have been struggling to cold approach in your hometown, maybe making a trip with the mindset of, I'm doing this trip to learn to approach women on the street can be beneficial. Because in my experience, it is a bit easier arriving at a new place and just like interacting with local sexy girls. You have a little bit of this exotic effect, you have a little bit more of that f it, I'm gonna leave anyway effect. You're even more anonymous, right? Like maybe you're watching this, live in a city with hundreds of thousands of people, even millions of people, but you still feel like people are watching you, right? Let me tell you, if you try to approach in another city, especially if you're a beginner and you're a bit more, you know, you have a little more resistance and you're not socially free that much yet, it can be easier. It's this different vibe. You get away with more, and it can definitely be a boost, especially at the beginning, to get you off the ground, to get your first 100 approaches in, to get you at a base level of skill. So you can definitely plan a trip and make the objective that you will approach there for the first time in your life, and maybe say, okay, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna set a goal, and the goal is approach 10 girls per day, and only then I succeed, okay? Part 4, now we're putting all this together. We met some locals, we did some cold approach, sexy girls. We did a bar crawl, we met some dudes there. We were just generally social with people, like I was just here with these 4 girls, or some of the approaches today. And now we kind of have a few people in our Instagram. And we have a good Instagram, so people think we're kind of cool, or at least social, or at least not a serial killer. Now, in part 4, you can take initiative and create your own event. Events doesn't mean you need to have a huge party, right? It can mean you organize a little hike. You have a little picnic at the thing. You go to the museum together. You go to an arcade together. You check out some new cocktail bar together. The main point is you take initiative. You are the first mover. Because believe it or not, a lot of people don't have a lot going on. Most people don't take initiative, except like really, really hot girls. They get a lot of offers, but everything below that, they're happy for a decent offer, especially if it's with a guy, maybe from somewhere else who has a cool Instagram, who looks like he has something going on. You can convince them to come with a friend, then they feel more safe and so on. If you then also put on top of that, they get good content out of it, which for most people these days is nice. They like having good photos of themselves, or having good memories of themselves, or having something to post on their story, or having something to post on their feed. You're giving them a good offer, okay? This is more suitable if you stay at a place, let's say for a month, and you want to build a basic social circle. Another like add-on on that is often the excuse is like, oh, I'm leaving anyway. Like my life only starts when I'm finally settled at this place, right? I cannot do anything here because I'm leaving in 2 weeks, or it's not worth it for me to talk to girls because I'm only here for this amount of time. I'm hearing these excuses a lot. If I would have this attitude, I wouldn't have met anybody for the last 8 years, because for the last 8 years, I've been constantly traveling. I'm never at a place for more than 3, 4, maximum 5 weeks. So imagine I would always say, oh, but I'm leaving in 2 weeks. I shouldn't do this house party. I shouldn't enter this social circle. I shouldn't approach this girl. It would be ridiculous. I would be a total loner. The point you need to, or the idea you need to have in your mind is you have a global network of friends. I'm having some friends in Argentina now. I'm leaving next week. Okay, where I'm leaving to? To New York. I'm meeting my friends in New York. Then I'm going back to Europe. Then I'm renewing some documents in this other place that I cannot tell you about. Then I'm going to Bali. Maybe I'm going to Cape Town. Okay, I'm having little groups of friends everywhere. Also, if you're a little bit in the higher lifestyle areas, you kind of move with people without even planning it anyway. Europe in summer, everybody's there. Dubai, November to January, everybody's there. October, November, maybe Cape Town. April, May, June, a lot of people are in Barcelona or these kind of cities, Paris, London. So if you elevate yourself and you also maybe take your business serious, then you can meet people in these places without even planning it. And your global network actually feels like a village because you randomly end up in the same place a lot of the time. But this is not that important. The most important thing is that you have to start approaching, okay? As I mentioned, the way to the amazing lifestyle, to the hot girls around you, to having model girlfriends and best friends who are hot and interesting guys, starts with the base layer, which is the real base layer is social freedom, to even approach any local, to ask them for recommendation. The next level is cold approach and then creating events by yourself. When you create an event, think about it from this point of view. Is it something you would say yes to? Damn, that plane is loud. When it comes to creating a social event, ask yourself the question, is it something you would say yes to, right? When it comes to creating any offer in lifestyle, social, or business, make it easy for the person to say yes. Make it easy to buy with their money or buy with their time. That's it. I'm here in Buenos Aires, Argentina for the first time. Nice place. Might do a boot camp here one day, might do a monk mode here one day, or whatever, a little residence. Let me know in the comments what resonates with you. Let me know your travel experiences. And that's it for now. That's all I have time for, and I'll see you in the next video.